Brings up the versatile Nomar Mazara. The 0-1 pitch to short.
Pick up the ball, stand right here.
And that's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Naquin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Popped up. Franco moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. Previous history with German Marquez. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's set. The 0-1.
Right, you're here,
on the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. The tag, and he is out at third. And now at the plate, Wiz Hammer. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. 1 run, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering, and it's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster.
At the plate, Wiz Hammer. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Hammer.
First delivery to him on the way. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Line to the right side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
The right fielder,
digging in once again, Nomar Mazara. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Muriel comes up with it. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over. 4-2 the final score tonight. Tampa Bay took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. German Marquez records the victory, his 13th of the year.
4 runs on 9 hits, 1 inning.
Friday night baseball under the dome at Tropicana Field. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division. Coming to the plate now, Wiz Hammer. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me, and it's eye-popping, is the fact that this team leads the league in slugging percentage. And they do it in a variety of different ways. It's just not the long ball. Ton of guys in this lineup that can move the ball in the gap.
Digging in, Chauncey punts it. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 14.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Hammer gloves it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today. First delivery to him on the way. Well hit to right, but foul.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Comes set and the 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wiz Hammer. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's set and the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that 3rd at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. No hits to this point.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
Ready with the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. In now the power hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Hammer will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Wiz Hammer. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And there's ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final.
Tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 3 runs on 7 hits.
Afternoon baseball now from the Gulf Coast of Florida. Tropicana. Digging in now, Wiz Hammer, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9.
Hammer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in a loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense.
And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now.
And
He'll lead things off here in the
Rays,
bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Standing in, Wiz Hammer earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Dye is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 0-1 pitch on its way. Slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. The second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Not what you expect from your three-hole hitter when the first two guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Up next for the Rays, Isaiah DaCosta.
The left fielder, Isaiah DaCosta.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. 2-2. Short. And this gets under the shortstop's glove. That'll likely be a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded. Coming to the plate now, Wiz Hammer. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Wiz Hammer.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Muriel has a play. One away. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Delmonico.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. One there. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right.
Striding in, Wiz Hammer.
Shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. The 2-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strike. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Wiz Hammer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that misses inside. 1-0. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
On the bag, pick it up, pick it up.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Tag not in time. And that ties the ball game in the top of the 9th. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his batter. Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit
Here
of
now
added
is our final
significance,
line score
as
this
that's win
afternoon.
number 82
First,
for them on the year,
Victorious
so they're assured of
11
finishing the
runs on
season
9 hits.
with a winning record.
No errors. They let Your
Nomar
attention,
Mazara
please.
is into the ballgame
A
now as he
defensive
assumes
change for the
duties in
Athletics.
center field.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
Here now
6-3
is our
the
line
final
score
score
this
today.
afternoon.
Wallace
First, for
Herrick
the
claims the
Victorious
win out of the
Athletics.
pen,
6
his
runs
first.
on 12
Forrest
hits.
Conway
One error.
earns
They
the
left-
save out of the bullpen.
A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
Evening baseball on tap in Northern
And
California
now,
and the
your
Oakland Coliseum.
Oakland.
Paul Blackburn gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So,
Digging in, Wiz Hammer, as
That
he'll
is
get
third.
his first opportunity
A
in this
shortstop.
one.
Wiz Hammer.
Has a look, now the pitch. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, 5-2 on their recent homestand. Last week of ball games, they've played just really nice baseball, all facets. Find ways to win late, found ways to bash teams to death, pitched well. Let's see if the start of this road trip halts their momentum a little bit.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Here's the 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He does so many things for this club, but the one category that jumps out when you look at stats this year, he leads the American League in runs scored. When you do that, you're doing some very special things for your team.
Striding in for Boston, Ronald Guzman. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
This guy, super good season up to this point. Kind of as far as the RBI title goes, right now, Dero, he's 4th in the league at runs batted in.
You know, it's amazing, Dan. We've chronicled him all season. He's one of those guys, when he strides to the plate, if there's some ducks on the pond, it changes his entire approach at the dish. All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on.
He's straight. He's out. That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take the base. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. That's ball 4. Out. Out.
Digging in the switch hitter, Robbie Lynch. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Runners on first with 1 down. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like.
3.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Wiz Hammer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Wiz Hammer.
Ball.
Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. And he's retired 1 away.
Play ball. Out. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. He's out. 3. 3. Out. 3.
Riding in once again, Wiz Hammer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And there's out number 2.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 3. Out. 3. Out. That's ball 4. Out.
Next up for the Red Sox, George Morris.
The catcher, George
Tejera on at first.
Morris.
Nobody out. Line toward the alley and left center. And that's in there. Base hit. And he is in there. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third. Rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
And now the Red Sox DH, Chad Dunn. And their runners at the corners now.
Chad Dunn.
The 1-1.
2.
Side. There's one. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Yeah, that's always a tough term because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the one.
One man is out in the Red Sox seventh, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. A bouncer to the left side. The second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Now in the box, Brian Anderson. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Up the middle. To his left. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. At the plate, Wiz Hammer.
Leading off for the A's.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the...
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day.
Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments. Striding forward now is the DH, Chad Dunn. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Chad Dunn.
Up the middle. Fielded cleanly to second for one. Relay to Olsen, and they turn the double play. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He comes in leading the AL in RBIs. I've watched him play a couple of games where he just puts his team on his back and he flat out just carries them. He does it all. And we'll see if he drives in some more right here.
Ready now, Wiz Hammer, as he'll look to bring home that tying
shortstop.
run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hammer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike one to start the at-bat. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches.
You're here.
And it's working for them.
And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Boy, that's what Wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Olsen.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. He's hitting over 350 versus left-handed pitching this season, and that's what we're looking at today. If those numbers hold true, he could be in for a huge performance.
Big pitch early, the 3-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Now to the plate, Matt Chapman. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first.
Chapman.
The 1-2 pitch. Well, right back at him, and it hit him. And they'll end up taking the lead, and talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's to the plate now is the designated hitter, Chad Dunn. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Pulled on the ground is short. To his left. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Nothing.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. And with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in the league, it's probably safe to say they are an absolute force with the bat in their hands. As one coach put it, we're extremely fortunate. Fortunate to have incredible talent and fortunate to have incredible work ethic. Our guys really are always trying to improve their game, and you see that in the numbers they're putting up. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
A 1 pitch on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a snap throw to first, just keeping him close. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
3-2 pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Next up for the A's, Tony Kemp. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Ready for another chance? Nomar Mazara. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Matt Chapman.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. One there. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. A's have to settle for just the one. Now at the plate, Jason Keller comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Keller.
The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one.
Out.
On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. One hit in the inning, but no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the A's 3 and the Red Sox 1. Stepping into the box, Wiz Hammer. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Hammer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
2-2 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Count remains 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Full count now. 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. Effectively in this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping in, George Morris. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here now the 2-2. The ground out to short. Hammer is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 3-1. Ready for another shot
The
now.
batter,
Wiz
number 2.
Hammer.
Shortstop, Wiz Hammer.
First delivery to him on the way. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 1-1 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-1. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. A hit in 2 tries so far. 3-2 pitch. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Striding into the box, Tony Kemp. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
Tony Kemp.
Line to the right side. Castellanos is there. Let's see if they try it. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Runner goes for third. And now they've got him in a rundown. And now the tag is applied over at third. And this will go in the books as a caught stealing, with his jumpiness at second costing him there. 2 away. Next will be the designated hitter, Chad Dunn. He singled his last time up. The 2-2. Grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Ronald Guzman. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Hammer on it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next one.
4-2 the final score tonight. The A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jarrell Cotton records his 14th winning.